Shoo-ba-ba-ba-up, yeah. Let's go on it together. Let's go on an adventure. Ba-ba, shoo-ba-ba-ba-up, yeah. Let's go on it forever. If you're feeling blue, nothing left to do, my love. And if you're feeling bored, I know you know the cure. You know the cure. Let's go on an adventure. Bop, bop, shoo, bop, 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 yeah. Let's go on it forever. Let's go on an adventure. Bop, bop, shoo, bop, 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 yeah. Let's go on it together. Let's go on an adventure.
Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to another episode of the Musical Chairs in Massachusetts, where we feature local musicians from all genres from all over New England. I'm Nikki. I'm joined by my friend here, Chris.
Hello. Don't mind me, I'm just adjusting my camera to make sure that we have some, avian...
Some feathery fucks.
Feathery fluffs. Yes. And as you can tell, on my right over here. Anyways, so speaking of birds,
Yeah.
we had a interesting episode this day, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah. I discovered that our guest and I have something in common. We both are fans of peacocks, and you can kind of see it's kind of a little awkward angle, but I do have a peacock tattooed on my arm here. And our guest also had a peacock. He had a couple of peacocks tattooed on him, actually. So it was kind of cool to talk about that. And
Now, did you know that when you booked him?
no,
Oh.
no, I happened to catch the plumage, if you will, on the side of his arm. And I looked at him and I said, "Are those peacock feathers?" And he goes, "I got the whole dang peacock." And I said, "Me too." So it was kind of cool to bond over that, you know?
Yeah.
And then, did you know that the peacock, well, first of all, a male is a peacock, a female is a peahen, but they are in this
And Chris is a pea brain.
peon. But they are actually related to the turkey.
Oh, no kidding. Speaking of pea brain, wow. Well, turkeys have very small brains.
Yeah, but it's just crazy, the fact that peacocks they're beautiful birds, but a turkey is kind of an ugly bird. So the fact that they're related is
It kind of makes sense because they do. Male turkeys like to strut.
that it's more the tail feathers, the spread.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like they like to strut their stuff in front of the females, and that's what the peacocks do. But the peacocks just do it so much better because they're way better dressed.
Yeah. I see where you're going there. Which okay, why turkey is delicious.
Oh, I love a good turkey sub.
Clearly we like to eat. But
How can you tell?
why is there only one day in the entire year dedicated to a turkey dinner?
That's a good point. And it doesn't make sense because turkey is actually really affordable when you compare it to chicken.
It's 30 cents a pound, and you can make multiple meals from it.
Yeah, you
feed
can
a family of 6.
Turkey nuggets, turkey soup, turkey sandwiches, turkey subs. I know turkey sandwiches and turkey subs might be the same thing.
Turkey pot pie.
Turkey pot pie. Oh, yeah. Turkey pot pie. Turkey popsicle sticks.
Ew. All right. No,
Sorry.
that ain't it.
That ain't it.
But speaking on that, we're this is educational. Look at us go.
Knowing is half the battle.
The more you know. Cue the rainbow.
Hey, if knowing is half the battle, does that mean not knowing is the other half?
Maybe. I mean, we make up two halves of a whole idiot. So,
yes, we do.
but my boss, who actually he hunts pretty frequently, was telling me. He said, "I don't know why the bald eagle is the our nation's bird. It should really be the turkey." And I go, "Why is that?" And he goes, "Because when you get up to like Canada, they really don't have like turkeys at all. And once
true.
you get down like south, like Mexico, they don't have them there either. They have what's kind of like a cross between a peacock and a turkey. But he's like, they're really centralized to the United States specifically.
Right.
Yeah, which again is something I didn't know.
Yeah, I never really thought about it that much. I guess, but turkeys are delicious. And let me tell you, if you ever come across I don't know what they call it, like a herd,
Gaggle.
a gaggle of turkeys, you roll down your window and you go roll. It just gets them all riled up and going. Just all of them, not just one or two, all of them.
And did you? So I used to have like a whole gaggle of them in my driveway, my old apartment, and they would wake me up at the ass crack of dawn every morning. And one morning I was up like before the turkeys, and I saw them out there, and out my window I was like, and like I set them all off.
Yeah.
But when they like gobble, they like stick their necks way out too,
Yes,
and it's
they
like
do.
I don't know. They're such a funny looking bird.
I don't know if I probably don't have the pictures anymore because I think I deleted him. Otherwise, I share with the audience. But there was one time where I was cornered inside my car by a turkey.
I remember this.
Yeah, like it was two turkeys crossing the road, and I was like, I'll let them go by.
Were you questioning their motives?
I was. Why did the turkey cross the road? So I let him cross, and then one like turned back and was like, "No, you don't. You're not leaving." And I'm like, "My dude, I gotta leave now. Like, let me go. Let me go."
You're in a full blown conversation with the turkey, yeah.
Yeah, he's like pecking my bumper, and then I'm like, I can't see him. I know he's still there, so I roll down my window and I'm like, I can hear him, but I can't see him. And then all of a sudden, I just see this head pop over the side of my side mirror, and he's like,
he's reading you the riot act.
yeah. He's like, what you gonna do about it? Like, and I was stuck there for like 15 minutes until this turkey decided, I'm bored now.
You do know you were bigger than it, right?
Yeah, I know, but it's a turkey.
Anyways, we also shed some light on the funny little feathery beeps behind us.
Yeah.
Behind you. Look at me trying to like keep it toned down. So they have names.
Yes,
I'm gonna flip it back here to Chris here. So you got Chester, like Chester Bennington from Lincoln Park. And then the little dude there is Bernie, like Weekend at Bernie's. And I acquired them. Oh, okay. So for the people listening on the audio platforms, they're two flamingos. It's like a ceramic lawn flamingo, and the big one's eyes it's like a solar powered light, so they'll turn on, when it gets dark. But it looks like they're meditating. So there's like a big one meditating and a little one on its lap. And it's actually a really funny story how I acquired those.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So this is during COVID. The old time to be alive. And I saw them on like a shelf at TJ Maxx, and I see these people looking at it, and I'm like, no, I want that. I want that. So I, like the jackass that I am, started having a coughing fit.
Cleared the aisles.
Cleared the aisles. They literally looked at me and just bolted in the opposite direction. And then I jacked that thing and brought it right to the register. And
oh, nice.
Yep, I acquired my $20 flamingos over here.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was awesome until somebody was messing with the light switch on it one day, and I was really stoned, and all of a sudden, bing, the eyes lit up, and I was like, whoa. Anybody else see that?
I know. I was actually trying to turn them on, and I was like, oh, it's not.
I think the switch is broken on it now. They were riding around in my car for a long time.
Well, so it was left on, so I'm wondering if the solar-powered battery is just dead. So I turned it actually off, and I'm hoping that with the lights in here, maybe it'll recharge, and then eventually it'll work.
That'd be pretty sweet.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, so back to our guest today. What an awesome dude! Like, I was really impressed with the music. His vibe is just musical vibe is just really cool. It's like, what would John Mayer and David Matthew baby sound like Love Child, like it's,
Wow.
what
Wow.
wow. No, that's math. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah. But anyways, he just amazing, and just really cool story too. I really enjoyed his interview. So guys, I can't wait to tell you about this. Well, Nikki can't wait to tell you about our next guest. So
Let's do this.
Let's do this, right?
Today we are joined by Temple Mountain, a soulful Long Island singer-songwriter who blends the introspective depth of Elliott Smith with the dynamic sounds of John Mayer, Dave Matthews Band, and Ed Sheeran. His journey has taken him from the vibrant music scenes of New York City and Austin to a reflective hiatus in New Hampshire, where he rediscovered his passion for music. With a background in psychology, Temple Mountain weaves human complexities into his songwriting, creating a captivating exploration of the human condition. His performances promise a profound connection with audiences, whether in intimate listening rooms or lively bars throughout New England. Welcome to our studio.
Thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very happy to be here, genuinely.
We're happy to have you. Thanks for reaching out.
Yeah. Thank you guys for supporting local arts.
Thank you. Yes, no, I appreciate you coming down here and doing all of this. And I know the way that the timeline works. You've already done a little tease for us for our live, and so I've gotten to hear your voice and your music abilities. So, guys, you're in for a treat. Yeah, so let's go ahead and we'll start from the beginning. So how long has music been part of your life? When did that journey start?
That's kind of like a spectrum of a question, because like in terms of music itself, just like the actual audio and taking in of music, probably forever.
Oh, sure.
I was very lucky to have parents who were raised on music, so they like showed me their stuff instead of just finding it on my own. So I grew up listening to like the Beatles and a lot of folk music. And I don't know, I always had a very strong, perhaps sexual attraction to the guitar.
Yes,
so
it's
hard to explain, but I feel like that's the best way to describe it. And as a result, I can remember in 5th grade, just I needed to have that thing. Like I was obsessed, and I'm still obsessed with the guitar.
Oh yeah.
I feel like sometimes I'm almost more in love and passionate towards the guitar than music itself. I love music though.
Yeah.
But I'm so grateful that this has given me a voice and an identity in ways that I really needed during certain times in my life.
Right. Yeah. And it's funny how music can do that. I mean, not just listening to it, but when you are able to play an instrument, you can just be in a different mindset of like, well, I'm, feeling pretty down. And then you pick up the instrument and it just puts you in a whole different mood. Mm-hmm.
So I feel like, Chris, you can actually really relate because you play the piano. And I've seen, things that you post on your YouTube your Facebook of, got to sit behind the piano today and kind of use that as my escape from things going on. So yeah, it makes total sense what you were saying. The guitar is your escape.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And it's really fun because I just made a post about this yesterday. I haven't played the guitar in about 13 years. I stopped playing when I was 18. I got really heavy into like a sad acoustic music like Nick Drake and Elliott Smith and just folk music in general. And about a month ago, I decided I put my notice in at my job. I'm now doing music full time until
wow.
Yeah,
good for you.
Until internship. I got accepted into my internship for I'm studying to be a licensed therapist.
Congrats.
So
nice.
just to broaden my horizons, I was like, oh, maybe I should get back into electric guitar. Maybe that could open up some opportunities. And it's become so much more than that. Like there was one night where no one was home, and I just cranked up a Marshall amp, and I just heard what real feedback and sustain sounded like, and the concept of pushed air.
Yeah.
And that it's been a really beautiful experience for me. I love it. I love practicing again for the first time in a long time.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's so awesome to hear.
Yeah. And that hop over from, doing this as a part-time thing to doing music full-time, it's kind of a scary...
horrifying.
Right?
Yeah. It's been horrifying, but I got really lucky.
Yeah.
And I feel very, very thankful for all of my opportunities, but I have had no problems. Like it was paying more than what my job was doing. I loved my job. I loved it. It was just a lot of work. And I was waking up at like 5 a.m. to start my day. I was getting home at like midnight, and
it's a long day.
Between school, work, and my job, it was just a long day. And I know people can do it. I can't.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to, I think now I'm understanding the importance of balance. And
Yeah, definitely. So, hey, speaking of which, let's go ahead and hear some of that music. You got a song for us?
Yeah. I'm going to play actually a new song that hasn't been released yet, but it's been recorded. So I'm just waiting to release it in in a few months. My first album, just a little background quickly.
Yeah.
My first album called Schema was a lo-fi kind of folk album.
Okay.
And I'm making a pop record at the moment.
Oh, cool.
Kind of very Room for Squares, John Mayer, or Crash by Dave Matthews.
Yeah.
And it's really been fun because it's allowing me to explore more percussive kind of techniques to really give it a groove. And this song, it was inspired. We mentioned Nirvana, who Kurt Cobain's anniversary today. Yeah. Well, this song actually came from the idea of one of their songs, Lithium. I was just really inspired by this idea that there's a song about a drug that's supposed to mellow your mood, yet it's like one of the most upbeat pop songs you could ever listen to. Yeah. So I was like, I would love to do that, except I don't take lithium. So this song's called Prozac. It's hard, so just bear with me. This song has lost its way in words. Shouting loud, run, but I can't be heard. Did I fall for those magic curves? Did I get all that I deserve? Yeah. Emotional bluntness all around my mind. Whispering voices once so loud. Now I can't shed a tear from my eyes. I don't want to anyhow. And the choices you made, now all I hear you say, I'm not okay. No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay without you. Without you, I'm not okay. Softly sinking, reaching inwards, simultaneously outside, separated from my body. Now I'm struggling to rise, and the choices you made, now all I hear you say, oh, I'm not okay. No, I'm not okay. I'm not okay without you. Without you, I'm not okay. Okay.
Wow.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Jeez.
I have to say, like, thoughts going through my mind here. First of all, like, I was tapping my toes the whole time.
Oh,
It is
thank you.
definitely, yeah. But I'm like, yeah, if John Mayer and Dave Matthews Band had a baby, it'd be Temple Mountain for sure. Like,
Yeah.
it was just the perfect blend of, Dave Matthews Band and just their style of music. But then, like, your voice is so John Mayer-ish. And, like,
thank you.
that was awesome.
Yeah.
I did just picture John Mayer and Dave Matthews procreating.
Oh, God.
That's an interesting experience.
Yeah, and if the baby came to fruition, they would officially own Disney World.
I feel like if that was to happen, John would look at Dave and go like, "That's not your kid."
What would they name it?
Hopefully, Temple Mountain.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I hope that I didn't mean that braggadociously. I was just like
Yeah.
relating to
No,
the story at the moment.
I mean, that is basically what I said. I'm like, they had a baby, it'd be Temple Mountain. So yes, that would be its name.
Oh, that's funny.
I wouldn't feel good with like Karen or something like that.
Yeah, Steve.
Steve's I
Scuba Steve.
I know a couple of good Steves,
Yeah.
but thank you.
So, geez, like a couple of our questions here got answered all right away. I'm like, who's your biggest musical influences? I think
I covered that in the intro.
covered. Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Though it's funny because that has changed recently. Like I said, I've been in love with the electric guitar lately.
Yeah.
So at the moment, I'm like obsessed with Kiss.
Really?
Yes.
They had the Beatles, Kiss. I'm obsessed with
Yeah.
Led Zeppelin, and Hendrix, and
Yes.
Deep Purple, and
Yeah.
Zach Wilde. I like him a lot.
Yeah.
He's phenomenal.
He's amazing.
Right?
Ozzy records. It's so funny because
Tom Morello too.
Oh yeah, Rage Against the Machine's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Metal's so interesting to me because what people define as metal, I'll listen to it and be like, oh, it's not as heavy as I was expecting to be.
Right.
Like Black Sabbath, very heavy, clearly metal, defining fathers of metal or grandfathers of metal, whatever you call
Yeah.
it. But like I hear it, I'm like, oh, it's not as heavy as I was like expecting.
Yeah, you
It's
think
very still vintage rock sounding.
Yeah.
I think of metal and I think of like the song is going to berate me. you
Yeah, I think
know?
of like
yeah.
I just processed that. I think of like guttering vocals and
Yeah,
like,
screaming at me.
Yeah, screaming at you, and really fast distorted guitars that's like has no clarity to it. So it fascinates me at the moment a lot.
Give me fuel. Give me fire. Give me what is that
Yeah.
desire?
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that.
I mean, you're the
Yeah.
look at you sneaking in Metallica somehow.
I did.
Every
Every
show. Yep.
Oh, really? Is that a consistent thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mister, I gotta brag about, I've seen Metallica.
Yeah.
Oh,
well, you know.
I wanted to see Metallica, but in 8th grade, they were playing at Nashville's here,
Yeah.
Nassau Coliseum in New York.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
my mom wouldn't let me go because I had to study for a test, and I never studied, and I never took school seriously, so it still doesn't make sense to me.
That was a lost cause all along.
Yeah.
I'm still blown away that in 1994, I think it was 94, they came to the Centrum in Worcester and performed. Yeah.
Now the DCU Center. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was that before the Black Album or right after the Black?
I think
I
it
fig-
was right around.
It must have been right around because that's the
Yeah.
album that really like they were big, but that was the album that made them like universal.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, I think the music.
Good job sneaking that in there, Christopher.
Well, that's what I do. I think the music that you're putting out is going to get you out there universally.
That's very kind of you.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I want that, but
It's a lot of pressure.
yeah. And I also, I don't know. There's so much more to life for me than just this is such a part of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think I need like too much. I want to live a comfortable life, not a one life, if that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
There has to be balance, and so
Yeah.
and so as a musician, do you find yourself struggling to find that balance between the music part and then the rest of your life, or?
I think people in my life might say otherwise.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I think when it comes to balance, I found that it's all about making the right choices and just knowing that there are going to be times when it's completely stressful and completely, spontaneous in the moment.
And we'll be right back after these brief messages.
In 2025, be on the lookout for Derek D. Acoustic's upcoming album, Ashes to Acoustics, The Sonic Revival. Throughout the year, Derek will be releasing several singles leading up to the full album release, which will include a few extra tunes just for you. Ashes to Acoustics features live acoustic covers performed at open mics at the Otter River Pub, recorded by Soundbites events and open mics. You'll find them on all streaming platforms, so make sure you follow Derek at Derek D Acoustic to stay updated on these releases. Enjoy Ashes to Acoustics, the Sonic Revival in 2025 and beyond.
And now back to our show.
So now that you're doing music full time,
Yeah.
is there anything maybe crazy like you've ever encountered at a gig, or like something that really stuck out or is memorable to you?
Yeah, kind of. I've been very lucky so far. I mean, the people at my...
Knock on wood.
Oh, okay. I was
like, who's at the door?
I was like, really, already?
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been lucky so far. There was 2 moments that I would definitely say was weird. One was just like a bunch of people dancing like very drunkenly, but like that was nothing. But recently, I met a guy in Manchester, New Hampshire. His name was Benny. And he was super sweet, but he was such an eccentric person.
Yeah.
And just at one point, he just like in a drunk voice is like, "Man, you sound pretty good." I was like, "Oh, thanks." He's like, "I was in a band once." And he's like, "Oh yeah." And it's like, "What's the name of your band?" And he was like, "Chafed Labia."
What?
Oh.
That was, and I was.
Did
Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. I thought I was gonna make it like it, so I was the only one who heard it. Anyways.
Okay.
Heard what?
Yeah. No, it was just the weird. And then I couldn't do the rest of the show because I was laughing too hard. That's really it. I've been very, very lucky. Either that or I've like blunted all my memories. Like I've just put them aside and I forget.
Manchester is his own little country up there.
I was
really
playing at a
is.
place called Shoppers, and I love playing there.
That is a cool spot.
Yeah, Shoppers is awesome.
Yeah.
I kind of love Manchester.
I work in Manchester, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, they have the best music store I've ever been to, Manchester Music Mill.
Ooh, yeah.
Not sponsored. But I mean, I get all my gear from them. It's so good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Manchester has that. Is it the Verizon Center there? Is that Manchester?
They have the SNH stage in the Delta.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, it used to be Verizon, I think.
I think so.
I think it used to be. Yeah. But I mean, and you have a lot of events out there.
Oh yeah, To Share Brewery is great. The Shack Sheen's great.
Yeah.
I don't think I pronounced that right, but there's the
Goat.
Oh yeah, the goat. There's quite a few goats, and I always forget that there's one in Manchester too.
Yeah. Actually, a friend of our show, Mike Jetty, he plays in a band called Over the Bridge that we had on here.
I know. Yeah.
So he's actually coming back on in May, and he's got like residencies at all of the Goat locations,
Good for
pretty
him.
much. Yeah.
There's another guy named Garrett. I want to say his last name is Smith, Garrett Smith, and he has some residencies at the Goat. I think Taylor Hughes had a residency there too.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That's his vibe. Like he's like got that country vibe. I feel like the Goat
Yeah.
has a real heavy country kind of artistry.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. And it's crazy too, because like I went to the Portsmouth location last weekend and I saw Mike, and it's like it's so tiny and it's so the vibe is so different from the Manchester one, which is like pretty much a whole venue. I think Manchester's probably the biggest one they have.
Manchester's cool, man. I like it. And I don't know, there's so much to do there. I always have a good time. I feel like sometimes people give it maybe I don't want to say a bad rep, especially on a podcast, but I don't know. I love it. Every time I'm there, I have like a blast.
I feel like it's cleaned up quite a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Elm Street's so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been a great music city.
Oh my God. Yeah. There's a band called the Thay Fan Band that plays there, and they're killer. Like they're awesome too. There's a band called the Whole Loaf that plays there a lot. They're amazing.
Nice.
There's just a lot of great acts from that area.
I'm sad. Jewel is closing down. I've seen quite a few shows.
I played
at
at Jewel.
Yeah.
I played. Yeah, I did this. I I did this event called Spelfie Fest. It was a very interesting experience, and it was funny because the room right next to me had a death metal show going on. So and I was playing in like the smaller stage there. There's 2 stages really.
Yeah.
And so every time someone would open the door to go to the other stage, you would just hear like, it was just like, here I am doing like,
yeah, right.
So, it was very, very intense. I was going to be like, I wish I knew some Slayer songs I could play in the moment.
Yeah, right.
But it'd be hard to play on the acoustic guitar.
It's like playing the Middle East and on the second stage there, and just you opened up the door in between the 2 stages, and then all of a sudden you just hear like Slayer.
You get berated when you open the door.
Which is amazing too, like how you're able to quiet acoustics out like that.
Oh, I
like,
know.
That's incredible. But
Yeah.
if you open the door, it's bad.
Well, speaking about opening the door, how do we open the door to another song?
Sure. Nice.
Oh, that was clever.
Yeah, you like that one?
Wow. Nice segue.
Yeah, what do you got for us?
This is also from my first album. It's kind of like the song that I was most proud of on that album. It's called Interpersonal Relationships. It's about, while I was studying my bachelor's in psychology and I was working in case management, I made some therapeutic friends, and they're like friends who I cherish a lot. One of them is going to be just someone I think I'll have for the rest of my life. And so I wanted to write a song about that because, there's always these songs about love and stuff like that. But Randy Newman doesn't have to be the only person who writes a song about friendship,
Oh, I love that.
Seems I've only met you, it's falling down like rain. It's all the ways you make me feel and cry. So won't you take my hand and help me understand? As we sit still, the world is passing by. I recognize the mistrust, I experience the pain. I see the way that men can tend to lie. So I work hard each day and think of how to say, I'm here to love, not here to change your minds. For an hour or so, focused on the way you're making sounds. For it's time for you to go, but I'll think about the next time you're around. 'Cause I made you a promise I can't break, but I think I found a way to compromise. For history will show the way you helped me grow. Make a pretty friendship, you and I. On the way you're making sounds. For it's time for you to go, but I'll think about the next time you're around. 'Cause I made you a promise I can't break, but I think I found a way to compromise. For history will show the way you helped me grow. Make a pretty friendship, you and I. Make a pretty friendship, you and I.
Woo!
Thank you.
Wow.
The way that song opened up reminded me of Dust in the Wind.
Oh yeah, it's got that finger, that
Yeah.
Travis picking kind of. It was actually inspired by a. I don't know if you guys ever listened to Elliott Smith.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But, yeah, it was inspired by an Elliott Smith B-side called "I Don't Think I'm Ever Gonna Figure It Out." Like if you listen to that song, you'd be like, "Oh yeah, I see the parallels."
okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Nice. Now you mentioned about therapy and that part of the industry. This is something that I haven't really been too aware of until more recently. They have music therapy.
Yeah.
Have you thought about exploring that a little bit, or?
I haven't really. I get asked that a lot though.
Do you? Yeah.
Yeah. But I got into therapy for a couple of reasons.
Sure.
One, I I saw a therapist when I was younger, and that was really significant in my life, and it was like a real time. I really liked the process.
Yeah.
And then two, when I was 18, there was a Blockbuster that was a thing back in the day.
Oh, I remember. I love Blockbuster.
It was closing down, so they had all the videos for sale.
Oh, yeah.
And I saw Good Will Hunting was on the shelf.
Yeah.
And I heard that Elliott Smith did the music for that. And I loved Elliott Smith, so I was like, I'm going to watch this movie. And I watched it with my, at the time, girlfriend.
Yeah.
And there was a couple lines in it that really connected and blew my mind. And I got really heavy on client-centered, specifically Rogerian style therapy.
Okay.
So person to person, one person, two chairs, communicating, growing as a rapport.
Yeah.
Music for me is my outlet. And
Right.
I worry that if I was to bring it into that, I don't want to mix the two. I think it's good to have separation.
Yeah.
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 That makes sense.
It does. Yeah. I get that. Right. Cause like, now that I'm doing my work, my photography work, that's my professional job, my 9 to 5. So now I'm like, do I still want to keep doing it outside of that? But you have to find that balance and, kind of keep those worlds separate.
Yeah, and also for me, music is playing the guitar is this incredibly kind of selfish act. Being able to pick up the guitar, play some chords, and just feeling pride in that.
Yeah.
It's something that I get to have, and I'm very thankful for that. And I don't want to ever lose that. I lost it once before when in my early 20s, and I don't want to lose it anymore. And I think it's something I need to appreciate, and the way I appreciate it is by like isolating it, if you will.
So do you find yourself, practicing like on a daily schedule, or?
I don't have a very methodical approach to practicing, but I do play a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I play a lot. Lately, I've been waking up because I'm jobless at the moment.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah.
I've been waking up and I'll learn like several songs, and then I'll practice certain things. Like this morning, I was learning Pinball Wizard by The Who.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I learned that. I was learning a Kiss song called Love Gun. And
Nice.
it was just it was just so much fun. Yeah.
Yeah. And I get that too. Like, I have a lot more free time now. I'm playing the piano and I'm teaching myself songs now. Now I just learned how to play Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, this is cool.
That's a really incredible.
Yeah.
When you look back, there was a while where I was really focused, especially I was making a pop record. So I was listening to a lot of modern music, and I don't like comparing music, but you listen to like the complexity of music from like the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, not just because maybe theoretically it was more dense, but because they were limited. So they had to like think outside the box.
Yes.
It's mind blowing.
Oh,
that song, especially like, or even like Sgt. Pepper's, that album, the technology and the advancements of that album is insane and beautiful.
Yeah, and I love a artist, a musician who can, think in an abstract way. Like, well, you know what, this hasn't been done.
Right.
Let's do an operatic rock album. Like who does that? Like, this is like a 12-minute long song.
Right.
Like,
well, rock operas existed, right?
Yeah.
But they actually were like, wait, no, we're gonna make an opera that's rock.
Yes.
Right.
Exactly.
And do you have any like process to your songwriting?
Not in particularly. I guess so. What a lot of it will be is I'm watching like The Office, and I have a guitar in my hands, and then something comes out spontaneous. It's always the guitar first. I'm not
Okay.
guitar and lyrics. I think every time I've done that, I ended up writing something that was a little too generic for my like. I have ADHD hands, so they need to be moving at all times. But nowadays, what I do is I think of the song that I want to kind of be inspired by, and then I create a variation of it. And that seems to really work for me. So, for example, the first song I played, Prozac, that's a lot similar to. I could show you actually if you want.
Yeah, for sure.
Here, I'll do this. So that riff goes. So that song was inspired by a John Mayer song called Neon.
Yeah.
Yes.
So like I took that, made it my own, and then make the melody different, but it's like that song is a layout right there.
Yeah,
and it's
yeah.
not ripping off, in my opinion. The harmony's different. It's Elliott Smith called it being embedded in tradition, and I really like that idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of what I do.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah. It's interesting. Because we ask that question often. What's your process? And it's kind of different for everybody, I think. But I get what you're saying. Like you go for the feel of the sound of the song that you're making first by through the guitar, and then you sprinkle the lyrics on top.
Yeah, and I'm not very, I'm not really a very lyrically intelligent individual. So like when I write lyrics, I tend to just kind of make it a stream of consciousness, and then I almost interpret what they mean later. I shouldn't necessarily say that because for this next album, the pop album, I definitely think I've been putting more thought into what I'm saying, but sometimes I just write and then I go like, oh, that's what this is about. That's why I wrote this. But there's something a bit more extemporaneous about it.
And I feel too, it's always like a growing process that never ends as far as writing lyrics. Like you kind of have to experiment. It's like Ian that we've been talking about.
Mutual friend.
Yes. He went to a songwriter camp.
The retreat, yeah.
Yeah. I would say him and I, for example, we are on very opposite spectrums of how we write, where he's a very meticulous and it shows. His craftsmanship is unbelievable. He writes very detailed. He thinks about every line, every phrase, the beat of it. I know because I tried working on a song with him and it was like I can't relate. I can't connect to this.
Yeah.
Where for me it's like I think I could spend like 5 minutes to have a song down and polished to my liking. And I that's how I work,
Yeah.
And the producer I'm working with at the moment seems to be very similar to that too. So it's been really great.
Oh, that's
that find someone that has that rhythm that you have.
Yep.
It's been a blessing.
Yeah, that's a common theme too amongst musicians who work with producers. Finding
that right fit.
That right fit. Yeah.
Well, I mean, and I bet you two can relate to that because I would imagine, you guys have to not only interview other people, you have to balance your own friendship and relationship with each other, rapport with each other.
Yep.
And that's really that's crucial because if you guys didn't like each other, I would notice and I'd be like, hey, this interview's going south, man.
Like Nikki smells. No, just kidding. She doesn't smell. She actually does. She does smell.
So mean to you.
I know. She does smell, but she smells of flowers.
Flowers can smell daisies can smell kind of bad.
The good ones. No, but that's cool. So. Now you have played at a lot of venues. You have seems like you have a full schedule, for this summer.
Yeah.
Are there any? Is there like a dream venue out there that you would love to play that you haven't played?
Definitely. I actually hit my first two goals. My first two goals when I first started going back into music, which was January 2024.
Yeah.
I wanted to play Hermit Woods Winery, the Katie Dobbins night that we kind of mentioned off air.
Yeah.
It was a singer-songwriter night that I saw, and I was like, I want to do that. And then just recently, I got to play at my second dream, which was called Stage 33 in Bellow Falls. And I got lucky because they had a 6-year, I think he said the wait list was like 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah. And he got me on because he liked what he heard. And it was such an incredible night. And I got a photo of me on stage, like with just all the people behind me. It was like, that was cool.
A fam photo.
Yeah.
Nice.
I got to play in December last year. I came in third place in a songwriting contest, and I got to play a night at the B&H stage in Concord.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to do that again. Maybe with more dedicated towards me and a bigger night, maybe with a band.
Nice.
And then if we're talking about like freaky one-off gigs that will, if they happen once, I'd be like a lucky person.
Yeah.
The Pavilion in Guilford.
I love the pavilion.
Yeah, to me, it's the
Let's
best
do it.
venue I've ever been to. Outdoor venues, the best
Yeah.
outdoor venue I could ever been
I
to.
love that venue because they have a campground there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And-
what I do. Best $75 spent. You set up, you know, have some fun, go to the show, come back.
And even at the campground, it sounds amazing.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
I've met some of the coolest people there.
Yeah.
It's just so much fun. It's just a giant party, and like you don't have to worry about sitting in traffic and,
Yeah.
and actually have fun. And yeah,
It's a wonderful place, and I love
Yeah.
it. Do I have like? If I was to say to you, I don't want to play Madison Square Garden, like
Yeah.
I'd be lying. I definitely want to play Madison Square Garden. Do I expect it? Do I think that's a possibility? It doesn't. It's okay. I can live like I'm going to live a good life knowing that I'm not going to play Madison Square Garden in my
Yeah.
lifetime. You know?
Well, you never know.
You never know.
You never
Of
know.
course.
We've had musicians manifest their dream venues into reality. So
I know, but there's consequences to those manifestations. That's my thing. Like,
Yeah.
even if I want it, I have to consider like, what does it mean after that? Like, what does my life
Oh,
look like
good point.
after that? Do I have to
Right.
tour after that? If I want to have kids someday, and
Yeah.
if I don't like the idea of touring with, if I have a child, you know, I don't want,
Yeah.
I don't want my significant other to take care of all that. Like, I don't want to miss out on certain things. I don't want to miss out on my baby's first shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. That's a really good point. I mean, again, it's
There's more beautiful moments, by the way. I just happen to think of
yeah.
baby shit. Yeah.
Like maybe it's first steps.
Yeah, baby first steps to take a shit. But
oh, yeah. Trust me, as a father, that first one is a little traumatic. I'm like, why is it running up the back?
Explosion.
oh, you meant the shit. I thought you meant raising the child was traumatic. I was like,
Well, that sounds traumatic too.
I think about like, first of all, there's
Yeah.
nothing. I'm going to say this in front of the camera. There's nothing more incredible and special than the fact that a woman gets to give childbirth, and the fact that
right.
they don't get enough credit for that blows
Yeah.
my mind. With that said, being from the outside perspective, I feel like when I watch my wife giving birth, I will like, it'll be hard for me to sleep for a few nights. I'll be like, I have that image buried in my head.
Yeah, it's a little traumatic. The
Especially knowing I've like manifested that. You know,
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm causing this. Like,
I'm part of the problem here.
I'm causing. I'm causing the significant other's body to just change in ways they probably didn't want.
I lost hair when my daughter was born, not because I was stressed, but because my a wife grabbed my block of my hair. She's like, "You did this to me." And I was like, "Ah."
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's aggressive,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. No, she didn't say it like that, but she did yank out some hair. But yeah, no, it's it's a beautiful process. But
I have nothing to contribute to this.
but
Yeah, only the men can contribute.
yeah, but I will.
Well,
say,
I've never been on the other end of it either. So,
Fair
Wow.
enough. Do you, if I may, am I allowed to ask? Do you want kids in your lifetime?
yeah, I mean, right now I'm the badass auntie to.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got
So you get to
6
have
of them.
that.
Yeah, I got my
Yeah.
rental children.
rental
They're pretty great. Yeah,
she gets them all wound up and like, here you go. Okay, they're yours again.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
That's so funny.
But fatherhood is such a beautiful experience.
It's not something I wanted until recently, and
Yeah.
I didn't. I mean, I think maybe until I met the right person, and
Yeah.
now it's like I get it, and I don't know. Without maybe saying too much, because who knows who's watching. I don't necessarily feel like I had maybe the specific raising of childhood that I necessarily wanted.
Yeah.
So knowing that maybe I get to give that opportunity and have the opportunity to make mistakes to play vice versa.
Yeah.
That sounds really special.
And think of all the cool songs that came out because that were dedicated to fatherhood, like that Cat Stevens song.
yeah.
Or Austin Powers, Daddy didn't care.
Yes. Yeah.
The song "Closing Time" is actually about a child being born.
Really?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes.
So every time I'm at a bar and it's playing, I should be like,
yeah.
this song's about the cervix.
Yeah. You're making your way into the world. Yeah.
Right.
Seriously, deep dive. into that song. It's about a baby being born.
That's so fascinating.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, speaking of babies being born, you have another song that you want to give birth to?
Oh my God,
These segues are just...
Christopher, that was a something.
Am I bringing this out in him, or is this normally?
No, he's normally this freaking weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was an interesting one.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to segue that one. That was the best I could do.
Well, right now your songs are your babies right now, I guess.
That is true.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah,
Way to make it weird.
Sorry.
No, you did a great job.
Stop being so nice.
This is a new one. This is going to be the first new song I'm going to be releasing when the time comes. It's called The Crowd. I guess it's kind of about... The whole album is going to be kind of a concept album. I think I'm going to call it Anhedonia, which is like the lack of feeling.
Yeah.
And this one's kind of about playing live and just noticing like, like I'm not feeling very nervous at the moment. I think it's the Prozac.
Oh, yeah.
Because I used to get very nervous, and now it's just like I just don't give a crap.
Yeah.
And like if I mess up, and that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, the other thing too is like, if you mess up, it's your song.
Yeah.
You can make it. You can do whatever you want because it's yours.
You say that, but then when you mess up, like da da da, oh fuck, I just fucked up so hard.
You gotta roll with it.
Yeah.
No one's gonna know what you messed up was you.
I agree. And simultaneously, just to play devil's advocate, like you can get really in your head about it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that is
your,
true.
It's your baby.
That
you
is
know,
true.
Right.
it's your baby. You know?
See, it all circles back.
That's a better way to put it.
Yeah. All right. Watch me give birth. I'll behave and dress sharp. Watch my life fall apart, and I'll wait to find out who I am. I have hopes and beliefs that there's more meant to be. Now I'll wait to find out who I am. All you know is left away to dry. All you know has left you all behind. Show the world that you're out. Drink away the pain, pour that liquor down. Say the truth and make sounds. Let the crowd lead the way. Let the crowd lead the way. I have dreams, I'm inspired. Watch my life catch on fire. Now I'll wait to find out who I am. Who you know has left away to dry. Who you know has left you all behind. Show the world that you're around. Drink away the pain and pour that liquor down. Share truth and make a sound. Let the crowd lead the way. Let the crowd lead the way. They don't have to share words. They don't have to compromise. Turning through pages just to read between your lines. Show the world that you're around. Drink away the pain and pour that liquor down. Share truth and make a sound. Let the crowd lead the way. Let the crowd lead the way.
Woo! So, dare I say, I got Satellite from
Yeah,
Dave Matthews Band out of that one.
It's definitely that.
Yes.
It's very.
Yep.
I can see the
yeah.
similarities. Yeah.
Yes. So, as I mentioned in your intro, you're originally from Long Island, but you also Austin, which is arguably another kind of music capital of the United States. I think I heard somewhere that it has the most live music per capita, like in one downtown area, that actually trumps Nashville. Do you have any music experience down there at all?
A little. So what happened was I did music for 2 years in New York City. I moved. I got burnt out, and by burnt out, I think I was trying to do the whole sex, drugs, and rock and roll kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I wasn't taking very good care of myself. So I had an opportunity to move to New Hampshire, and I didn't want to go. And I went just to take better care of myself, and I started saving up. I worked at a Target. I felt it was not a low point in my life, but it was a point where I was really ending childhood, if that makes sense, and really becoming an adult. And so I'm about to leave for Austin, Texas. I got all my money saved. I was like, let's do this. And then 1 month before I left, this lady came into my life, and I remember seeing her profile on the dating app, and I was like, ah, shit, I have to take this one really seriously. I knew right away.
Aww.
And yeah, we're not together anymore. No.
Okay.
So I know we are. But so I left for Austin, Texas, and we decided that we were going to stay in contact because this felt really special. And the day I got to Austin, Texas, I was on, what was the name of, it's 6th Street, I want to say? I forget the name of the main road, but I was on that strip. And there was a guy playing in a bar and one, he was a little sucky, but no one was listening to him. And I was I had this existential crisis, and I think I was really high too. But I was just oh man, I don't want to be that person. And it scared the crap out of me. So then I was crap, I'm stuck in Texas. I went down to Texas to do this. And my fiance my now fiance, she was, at the time, she was like, you should stay there for at least 6 months and figure life out. And I did a couple open mics there. They were okay. They were fun. I find the New Hampshire scene much more interesting. Maybe it's just because I'm more passionate now.
Yeah.
But actually, when I was down there, I got more into cooking because I was like, what am I going to do if music's not? I thought I was going to be the next Ed Sheeran.
Yeah.
So I was really passionate towards music. It was just music. So then I got into cooking for a little bit, and that's a whole other route that didn't work out. And then I got into psychology, and that's been really.
So music was your main reason for going to Austin?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I didn't pursue music at all when I was down there.
Okay.
Oh, but it opened your eyes to a lot of other life
Absolutely.
experiences.
I had a great time down there.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It was awesome. The food was amazing. The people were really, really kind, and the weather was nice. And yeah, it was just a really special time,
I know there's a comedy scene happening out there now.
Oh yeah.
It was, Joe Rogan, he opened up his comedy club out
He
there.
basically owns Austin.
He practically owns it at this point. All right.
That wasn't the tech industry wasn't down there yet too when I was living down there. So I imagine it's a little bit different now.
Yeah.
The South is not weird. The South is interesting compared to here because everything's so big. I was just in Orlando and it's huge.
Sure.
My hotel was the size of one of the buildings in my hotel was the size of a New Hampshire hotel, and there was 8 buildings.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So it's a lot different of a culture and experience.
There's a festival. I want to go to Austin City Limits at least once.
Same.
Yeah.
One of my favorite videos of all time of Eric Johnson playing there is a really special experience.
Wow,
Yeah.
that brings back memories. I love Eric Johnson's guitar work.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
In a good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's probably a bucket list festival for sure for me.
Do you have any other places, not to, if I may ask, do you have any main place you would love to travel in your lifetime? If you can go once.
Yeah. I used to travel. Oh, wow. We're flipping the script
I like
and asking
this.
me questions. Okay. I have traveled a little bit for concerts and festivals. I went down to New Orleans for Voodoo Fest.
Awesome. I've been to New Orleans. It's amazing.
I would go back in a heartbeat.
Same. Let's go.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yes. But Voodoo Fest was amazing. It was a multi-genre festival. So I mean, I saw Brandi Carlile. I
Oh,
saw
wow.
Beck. I had VIP, so I was VIP for Guns N' Roses and Post Malone. And
Did you meet Slash?
no, but he was there. He was actually there.
Oh my God.
We all thought he wasn't going to go because they had their little beef for a bit.
Yeah.
But
Oh wait, is this inappropriate to do? Like,
No.
not at all. So that was really an amazing experience. But Austin City Limits is definitely a festival I want to get to. I want to get to Bonnaroo.
yeah.
Electric Forest. I
haven't heard of
low key geek out on EDM music. So like
awesome.
Electric Forest. I think EDC Las Vegas would be cool
Yeah.
at least once.
What about outside the country?
Outside the country?
Not just for music. Like, is there a place like I really want to see Australia and Japan in my
Ooh,
lifetime because
okay.
they feel so far away. It's like I have
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah. I really want to get over to Ireland.
Oh, Ireland's incredible.
Yeah.
I was just so I guess I try not to talk too much about that part of my life, but so I got engaged. It's been 2 years now. We're getting married very, very soon. I promise.
Congratulations.
Thank you. We got engaged in Barcelona.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then I was like, well, we might as well like make this as cool of an experience as possible. Let's travel to get our stuff. And by the way, we have no money. So
Yeah.
but we did our photo shoot and our engagement photos in Costa Rica.
Oh,
Ooh.
wow.
And then we got our wedding bands in Ireland.
Oh, super cool.
Yeah, I like to think that was my contribution to the wedding.
Oh.
Because she's done everything else. Like she's worked her butt off. She's stressed out from it. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
give her a lot of love and respect for it. So this is the least I could do.
I feel like that just makes like it that much more special that you have just more memories behind
Exactly.
the pieces of your wedding.
Exactly. And we didn't, some people put a lot of money into like the rings, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
And that's good that you should. We didn't. We were like, well, why don't we go and get it? Like her ring doesn't have a diamond on it. Her ring actually is an alexandrite, which is her mother's birthstone. She has a very close relationship with her mother.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah. Go me. But yeah. In Ireland, it was like we didn't have to spend too much because it's got so much significance already.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was a nice feeling.
Yeah. I've reached this stage in my life. I don't think I'm going to get married. I think the last time I was somebody's type, I was donating blood.
Oh.
I liked that. That was good. That was good.
So, but my thing is like people spend an insane amount of money on weddings.
Yeah.
Like insane. I don't like people enough to spend that much money for their entertainment.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
Do you? I don't want to get all therapeutic on you. Do you enjoy being in? Like, do you like being with people? Not just necessarily in a relationship. Like, do you like being around people and growing with people, or do you find that you grow the most by yourself?
I like to call myself like an introverted extrovert. That
Yeah.
sounds so like
No.
cliche, and
100%.
everybody like all the influencers say it these days. But
No.
yeah, I definitely reach a mental stimulation limit. Like I like people, and I'm like a cat, I guess.
Yeah.
I like people on my own terms.
No, I appreciate that. I think not that you need to hear this or not, but maybe everyone needs to hear this. I think we as people deserve, if we're good people, and you seem like a really good person, we deserve to be nurtured. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean, and nurture doesn't have to mean like getting breastfed by your mom.
Yeah.
Like nurture means like coming home and saying, like someone saying, "I hope you had a great day at work."
Sure.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that stuff is really it can be important.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. You touched upon it. It's like after COVID, we isolated so much that we seem to like have forgotten
Yeah.
about community and just supporting one another. And it greatly impacted the music scene. Like,
Yeah, 100%. Music was screwed for a while.
Oh my god, it was. And then once the doors were let back open again, I felt like for a while there, musicians are now playing, but these places are kind of empty.
Yeah. I do feel like there's two things that came to my mind when you said that. I do think there's this huge appreciation of life now.
Yes.
More.
Yes.
Not with everyone, but like I know a lot of people who feel that way. Two, that made me remember, like, do you guys remember when we were wearing masks for so long, and then when you would take a mask off and then you see the nose and mouth and you'd be like, oh, that's what you look like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get that sensation anymore, but there was a hot minute where that sensation was a part of my life where someone would take off their mask and be like, oh, their face looks. You almost maybe you should put the mask back on.
That's not how I pictured you.
So it's funny you say that because like Chris and I met because we used to work together like at our normal jobs, and I had started working at that company that we worked at together in the middle of COVID. So it's like a union, production floor, and there was like 90 people down there, and it's like, okay, I got to like meet all these people while we were all wearing masks, and then when the masks it's like I had to literally relearn people's faces.
100%.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, it was such. I understand why we had to wear masks. I want to make that very clear. Like I was a big support of it, but man, I did not wear it. Especially the I-95s. That I felt so claustrophobic and it was hard to breathe in those for me.
Yeah.
So it was. Of course, I'm going to do it because I believed in. And
You do your part.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And that's important. And I didn't want to get other people sick. But man, was it hard. I was like, oh, this is choking me.
Although I did enjoy walking around the grocery store making faces at people, and nobody knew I was making faces at them. Yeah.
The things that we did during those times.
Oh, what a time to be alive.
Like the masks that we thought were masks that we made out of like whatever.
Like wool cloths.
Yeah. Like someone's wearing a bucket. And then those arrows on the grocery stores, like you can only walk down this way.
Oh my God. Yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah. And so what I did to justify it was like, well, it's pointing in the opposite direction, but I still want to go down this way, so I'll just walk it backwards.
Oh God.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm like, in my head, that made it okay.
Did you make little backup beep noises as you did that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I hate saying this because I'm aware of the tragedies that came from it. On my end, COVID was such a benefit in my life.
Yeah.
Well, this is what I'll say. One, I was burnt out from culinary. It gave me a reason to leave culinary. It got me into psychology. As you worked in restaurants, you don't have any social life when you work in restaurants.
No, all your friends are also in the industry because y'all are on the same schedule at that point.
Yeah.
And so to have a all life job, and then my fiance and I were finally back together all the time, and realizing, oh, we really like this, and we're really good at it, and we work great together. That was really, really needed. Yeah. And just to it was for me, and I made more money by the government than I did at a restaurant.
Yeah.
So I hate saying that because I know how many people were affected by it, but it was. Man, sometimes I wish it's like, can we get not another one of those?
Yeah,
but can we get another break where everyone just stops for a second?
Isn't it crazy?
We should have a national stop day.
Really, we should. Like, isn't it crazy? Because we're so used to the hustle and bustle of just our life.
Yeah,
and that was just a strange moment. We're like, oh, we're like we have to stop, and now you were like, well, what do I do?
And there's almost something weird about how living a chaotic life can almost start to feel more quotidian than how life feels when you're just isolated at home. Like I never felt bored at home because I made the best of it because I was appreciating every day.
Yeah.
So it was a very interesting, sad but weird experience. Surreal.
Yeah.
Surreal. Yeah.
And well, and I think for musicians, a lot of good music and songs came out of that period.
Yeah. Were you able to really get creative and have a lot of content come out of it?
A lot of the songs from my first album and my style from the first album came from that period. I was really actually big on jazz music during that period too. Nice. I remember, I can't do it now, but there was stuff like something like that, like Donna Lee. I was learning stuff like that a lot, and I was cooking a lot more. I was making a lot of bread during that time. But I started. A lot of
people like banana bread was a thing.
I was making a lot of sourdough.
Ooh.
Yes.
But no, I would say a lot of my stuff from my first album came from that, and then it really got refined in the fall of 2023. I really honed in on making that album.
Yeah.
Very cool.
That's cool.
Do you have maybe one more song for us?
Sure. Only if you want.
Definitely.
This is a song off my first album. Do you guys have cats?
I do.
Oh, good.
My not anymore, but my mom had 21.
Cats.
Cats.
All at once.
All at once.
That's disgusting.
It was fun for
I
the
wasn't going to
first.
say that because it actually sounds kind of awesome, but like,
It was
it
fun.
at the same time sounds.
Yeah, it was fun for the first few months.
Isn't that called hoarding? Or
Yeah, that's exactly what it
Crazy. Was she a legit crazy cat lady? Rest in
was.
peace.
Yes.
I never
Yes.
heard 21 before. We have 3,
Yeah. Yeah.
and I
yeah.
love all of them dearly. But this is a song I wrote about one of my cats. It's called Stages of Attachment. All right, let me start over. Yeah, this.
Try to wake me up, assuming I should rise. So pull my blanket up and stay here for a while. Our world just fell for you, the simple life you lie. You could break all the rules, we'll love you all the time. You're just a little thing, you're sheltered by these walls. Sees life through golden eyes and little ginger paws. You're just a little thing, your heart is pure and true, bringing love to all you meet and everything you do. I remember the day, an autumn morning drive. 7 were in the room, and you with the sick guy. How your world just came to me, our family did rise. Heading home you fell asleep, without a pout or a cry. You're just a little thing, you're sheltered by these walls. Sees life through golden eyes and little ginger paws. You're just a little thing, your heart is pure and true, bringing love to all you meet and everything you do. And when I wake up, it's hello, not goodbye. And when I leave tomorrow, you always try and cry. You woke your sister up, assuming she would play. But you know when she fed up with all your silly games, and the world around you now, it makes me wanna cry. But you know I'll never frown when you lay by my side. You're just a little thing, sheltered by these walls. Sees life through golden eyes, little ginger paws. You're just a little thing, your heart is pure and true, bringing love to all you meet and everything you do. Bringing love to all you meet and everything you do. A little out of tune, but
No,
That was
great.
beautiful.
thank you. What was that noise I heard?
I don't know. I think that was in your head.
Oh, yeah. I look up and then she's smirking a little bit, and you look not innocent. And I'm just
No, it was a brilliant idea. So I was like, I'm gonna cough. I need to leave. And Nikki's like, try the pillow. And I was like, oh, I haven't done that. So,
Yeah, I like, he's looking at me, and because there's been times where people, like musicians, have been in like the middle of a song and I see him and he's like going like this. And he's
Yeah.
trying to hold back a cough. So like I'll quickly mute his mic and he'll, try to die as quietly as possible. And this time, I don't know. I just like, I looked over and I see the throw pillow on the couch and I'm like, get the pillow.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was a muffle. It was a muffle. It was like, yeah.
Hey, that's probably the best like cough yet that you've had.
I'll have to listen to it. I'm like, because if it doesn't pick up, that's my go-to move now. Like
Keep a pillow nearby. So,
just muffle my.
all right.
Hey,
So note to self: when I take a nap on that couch, I'm not
yeah,
using
use
that pillow.
Don't use the cough pillow.
Yeah. The gray pillow is the nasty pillow.
The nasty pillow. Jeez.
That's the cootie pillow.
That's the cootie pillow. But yeah, no, that's like my ultimate fear because our musicians are so just professional.
What could be ruder than coughing in the middle of the song?
Just
Right?
Oh, like, I was ready just to walk out. I was just like, and then it would have been awkward because I'm like, my song offended him. He just walked right out of the studio.
You know what you could do? You could talk while you cough. Like if you were like, "This is great."
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, that's good. I like that.
That's not distracting or anything.
No. Well, I gotta say, this has been such an awesome pleasure.
Oh, thank you for having me.
Yeah, no, I really enjoy your style. It's right up my alley.
Oh.
And I love what you're doing. We're definitely gonna have to come out and see you guys in July. I
Yeah?
think. Yeah,
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm trying to sell that place out. So yeah.
Yeah.
that'd be great.
We know some people.
Yeah, we know a couple.
Yeah, we can spread the word and bring some friends.
That'd mean the world to me.
Yeah, you got it. So, why don't you go ahead and let the audience know where to find your music?
Yeah. You can find me at templemountainmusic.com, on Facebook's Instagram, Temple Mountain Music, on Spotify, obviously Temple Mountain, and on YouTube, Temple Mountain Music. You can find me all over New England and hopefully more soon. And if you don't find me, that's okay too.
Oh, awesome. And, I know you got a full schedule of shows coming up. Any ones you want to plug in towards the end of May?
End of May?
Or, middle end?
I have, the ones in June are kind of interesting. Definitely say the Harlow's gig in July 11th. I'm playing at Harlow's in Peterborough, New Hampshire.
Yeah.
And then in June, I'm playing, I'm doing actually right around here on Wednesday, June 4th.
Yeah.
I'm playing the Songwriters Round in Worcester.
Okay.
On the 5th.
Whereabouts is in Worcester?
I don't know.
Worcester.
I don't know.
So I know Off the Rails usually has like
I think
a song.
it's off the rails. Yeah. Let's just assume off the rails.
Okay.
On the 5th.
Y'all are gonna have to tune into his socials and find out.
Yeah, me too. On the 5th, I'm playing at Pembroke City Limits, which is a gig I've been wanting for a while. That's in Pembroke, New Hampshire. And I'm seeing Paul Simon on the 10th.
Ooh.
And I'm playing Brew Barns on the 11th.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of
Get out to the Red Apple Red Apple Farm, folks.
Another one that's actually right around here that maybe you guys would appreciate. Wednesday the 18th, I'm playing at a place called Aeronaut Brewery. It's in Somerville.
Ooh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did I pronounce the town right?
Somerville.
Somerville.
Yeah. Well, it's awesome. And again, guys, make sure you follow our friend here, Temple Mountain. He is doing some incredible stuff. I'm hoping that you are all as much as a fan as we are.
I thought you said that was the worst podcast interview you ever had, and you were really ashamed to have me.
Sir, that was off the camera.
No, sorry.
That was off the record.
Off the record. No, it couldn't be any more opposite. But yeah, no, we love you, brother. And
This was really fun. Thank you.
thanks.
I told you, you're gonna come in, walk in here as just a guest, and
Yeah.
you're gonna leave as our friends.
Yes.
Aw.
That's how it goes.
Yeah,
yeah.
I feel that.
I feel like in our next theme song that should be part of the lyrics.
I got something in the works.
Ooh.
Spoiler tease alert.
Stay tuned. But again, thank you so much, and thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of the Musical Chairs of Massachusetts. And without you, our musicians that we're featuring wouldn't have an audience in our spotlight. So we really appreciate you following us. Make sure you share our episodes. Make sure you share our content and share our socials.
Sharing is caring.
Sharing is caring. Because again, the more followers we have, the more eyes and ears we have on our musicians. And I'm telling you, they truly appreciate it. So, yeah.
Can I say something to that quickly? I promise to be fast.
Oh, no, of course.
You
Yeah.
guys.
It's your show, man.
Yeah.
Oh, thank
We're
you.
just here for it.
I just want to say to you two, I know that you guys are doing this next to nothing, just to you're doing this because you care. And that means a lot to me. It means a lot to a lot of musicians. We need more people like you guys to support because it is a dog-eat-dog world. And the fact that you guys are just manifesting a dream for shits and giggles, really, but it's actually helping people. Like, how can you ask for anything more? So thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. I mean, this is, speaking of therapy, this is our therapy.
It really is. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I actually, I designed a tattoo, and at some point I'll get it. But it's actually a like a prescription pill bottle that's knocked over with little music notes coming out.
Oh, that's brilliant. I love that.
Yeah, I'll share it with you.
Yeah.
Can we get matching tattoos?
Yeah, no, like dead ass. Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Let's do it.
Wait, where would we get it? Does it where would you want it?
I'm thinking maybe I have a lot of open real estate on this arm. Let's go.
Oh.
Let's go.
I don't know. Well, maybe I don't want a pill bottle right in the front and center. Yeah, I would do my rib though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like music is my prescription.
And
So-
maybe like 20 years from now, they'd be like, oh yeah, I got that with
what's her face?
Vicky, Kinky, Stinky.
If when that happens, we're gonna have to put a post on the social. So you heard it here, folks.
Yeah.
We're doing this.
Let's do this.
Yeah. You should try and get it with everyone.
Let's we could be our own little secret society.
We've suddenly become our own people poll.
It's the secret society. Hey, Christopher.
Oh.
That would be a great way to pop your tattoo cherry.
Oh yeah.
You don't have any.
I don't have any.
Oh.
Yeah. I definitely need one.
Same. I don't have any.
Yeah.
I mean, a fun fact: me and you already match with all of our peacocks.
Exactly.
Yes.
Peacocks. And then I'm sure we have others.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. You got a bunch of birds. I have a bunch of birds on my back, and I have a hummingbird too.
Oh, I have a hummingbird. I have a hummingbird right here.
I have one right. Yeah.
Oh, that's fine. I have one.
There he is.
Me and my sister got a matching tattoo of 2 hummingbirds because I guess hummingbirds reminded her of our grandma. So.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
My one want is to get Lady and the Tramp and just have it be like the Tramp on a stamp
What?
in the back of my
On your lower back.
yeah, because that'll be my tramp stamp.
Oh God.
You're gonna regret that. So. Do you have? It would be so funny if you say yes. So that's why I have to ask. Do you have the Nirvana smiley face tattooed on you?
I do not.
Oh, that'd be so funny if she said yes. Yeah. What's your worst tattoo?
Oh boy. I was in college. It was like a Sunday. I was 19. It is a heart. It's on my hip. It is a heart with a yellow rose wrapped around it, and it is like the most great value Temu Wish combination thing ever. And I should have known better when the tattoo artist only charged me $50, and he goes, "I'll start this after I eat my McDonald's because it's not edible once it's cold." And he had to stop midway to smoke a cigarette. I'm like, should that be the opposite way around? And I'm like, yeah.
Understood.
So I do want to get that covered up someday, and I have an idea in the works for it. I want to do a whole Alice in Wonderland leg piece.
Oh, I know
So-
an artist for you if you're interested.
All right, off camera.
She does a
let's
lot
do
of
it.
Disney and stuff like that. So
Is it Cynthia?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, from Dark Mark.
Yeah.
yeah. She's amazing.
Yeah. She's hard to get in with too.
I know her book's open twice a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
On that note, let's go get some ink therapy.
Yeah,
Bye.
bye guys.
Thank you again.
Oh my god, the thing I thought was gonna happen.
Creep.